On today's video, we are going to try the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Freshwear Foundation. I got mine in the shade 475, which is sun beige. Unfortunately, I don't have the concealer to test along with this foundation. I had a hard time matching my color to that concealer. If you guys remember a few videos back, I did a review on the full spectrum foundation and concealer by CoverGirl, and I feel like I didn't give this a very fair shot just because the shade was off. And I bought these online as well. Sometimes it's easier to match my foundation, but in person I'd rather see the concealer, and I just didn't want to buy it and not give it a fair shot again because the shade was off. So hopefully this works out. If this is off, we could always make it work. But for today, I'm going to pair it along with one of my other favorite drugstore concealers. This is the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer in the shade medium. Before we get started, hi, my name is Alex, and if you guys are new to this channel, I have oily skin, so I try to make all of my videos revolve around oily skin. So if you guys can relate to that skin type, please consider subscribing. I upload every single week, and yeah, without further ado, let's get started with the video. I want to look up to see what the claims of this foundation is, because it doesn't seem like it's like a matte foundation or anything like that, something that us oily skin girls usually prefer. Introducing our breakthrough longwear foundation with breathable skin technology. Up to 24-hour fresh wear foundation provides medium to full buildable coverage that lasts all day and allows the skin to breathe. The formula's 3 oil absorbers. Oh, it does have oil absorbing properties. They resist sweat, water, and transfer. The ultra-thin liquid goes on smoothly to give a fresh, healthy-looking complexion that lasts. Color stays true and blends in evenly, so your makeup looks fresh all day. Non-comedogenic, so that's a plus, and formulated with SPF, this foundation is suitable for all skin types in 30 shades for every skin tone. So that is awesome. It sounds like something I would be interested in. I don't usually wear it for more than 8 hours, but I mean, if it says it's gonna last 24 hours, then it shouldn't have a problem staying on my face for 8 hours at least. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face because I always prime my face regardless. Let me just get my primer because apparently I'm not ready with it. Oh, here it is. I've been loving this primer, you guys. It's only like $5. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer in their matte version. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on my face. I'm going to go ahead and apply one side with a brush, and then the other side I'm going to do a beauty sponge. This one is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I love this brush. It's fairly new to my collection, but I've used it for foundations and I love how it applies the foundations. And then this one is the just Morphe Beauty Sponge. We're going to pump some into our hand. And it does have a pump, so that's nice. It's a little bit runny. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the brush side, and I'm going to put it on this side. I like the color. This color is pretty darn good. We'll see if it covers any of these like spots. It does say it's buildable coverage, so if it doesn't cover it, maybe we can build it up as needed. But as many of you guys know, I don't like applying a lot of foundation to my face. Typically I prefer just like one layer on my skin and that's it. Even if, like, for example, even if it's not covering these imperfections, I would probably still just leave it like that. That is one side done with the brush, and I must say I did like how it applied with the brush. I'm almost a little concerned if I were to do it with a beauty sponge, which I'm gonna do it anyways. I feel like it's gonna suck up a lot of the foundation because the foundation is a little runny. As you guys saw, it just kind of runs down the hand. So we'll see how it applies. I just dab the sponge into the foundation and then I just apply it into the skin. Actually, not bad at all. I kind of actually like or prefer the beauty sponge side. I'm actually enjoying the way that it applied with the sponge better. So I'm gonna do the whole face again. Just do like another light layer, and I'm gonna do it with the sponge because that's how I preferred it. And usually when I build up a foundation, it's generally around my cheek area because I feel like that's where I need more coverage. And we'll see how it builds up. Do you guys see that right here? I feel like it's breaking apart already. Like it's not building up nice. I don't know what that is, but it feels like it's bunching up in that area. I don't know if I'm liking it. It's already bunching up in my nose, and that doesn't usually happen right away, not this fast. And then I feel like it's not building up nicely, like right around here. It feels like that first layer dried, and then when I went over with a second layer, I just grabbed that bottom layer and moved it around. It's not building up nicely. My skin feels dry too, like it feels like I don't need to set it, but I'm most likely gonna set it. From far away, it doesn't look bad. I feel like it looks really good on camera. The shade is really good, so if you guys at least just want to try it, I'm using the shade Sun Beige. We'll give it a fair shot and see how it wears. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Superstay Better Skin Concealer underneath my eyes. Hopefully this will not look that cakey since that foundation is already bunching up in that area. But I do like this concealer, so hopefully it'll save the day. This concealer is nice. If you guys are looking for a really good drugstore concealer, Maybelline Superstay Better Skin is a real nice one. I have mine in the shade medium. It's not too light, not too dark, but it does give you a little bit of a brightening effect. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the other side. All right, so I did like how it applied with the brush, but I prefer it better with the beauty sponge. I feel like you get more even coverage. It is more of a drier formula foundation, so I feel like this one just makes it less drying than with a brush. I think that's why I prefer the beauty sponge better. And I also think that is why it's not that easy to build up. Even though it says it's supposed to build up real nicely into a fuller coverage, I felt like it was starting to bunch up, and then like my nose area is already looking cakey. It is a drier formula, like I said, so you are gonna feel like it's set, but even then I still feel like I need to set my foundation just because of how oily I get. I feel like setting it will just make it last even longer. Color is perfect. I think the color Sun Beige is working perfectly fine for me. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face, and then I'll come back and tell you guys everything that I put on my face, and then we'll see how it wears. So my face is done, and I must say that I did enjoy how all the face products went on top of this foundation. I feel like my face looks actually really good. I did, let's see, I set my under eye with this one. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. What is this shade? Caramel Toffee. So I used the yellow one to set my under eye. And then, where is it? Why am I losing everything? Oh. I set the rest of my face with this. This is the NYX No Filter Finishing Powder. This powder works wonders. It is amazing. This one is in the shade Medium Olive. I put that all over my nose, above my eyebrow, forehead, and then like pretty much the T-zone. I feel like it made my skin look a lot smoother, more so than what the foundation was actually making it look like. But it applied really nicely over the foundation is what I'm trying to say. And then a bronze with the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. This one is in the deep bronzer. And then also by Physicians Formula, I used their Butter Blush in Vintage Rouge, and it's a very nice color. Last but not least, I sprayed my whole face with this. This is the Pineapple Flower Oil-Free Matte Mist. This has hyaluronic acid, which retains hydration in your skin, and I felt like it was like a drink of water putting it right now over my makeup, and it made my skin look really, really nice. Looking at it in the mirror, I feel like it looks really, really good now that everything's on and set. So I like it. I like it. So far I like it. I'm sorry I'm just rambling at this point. The shade, again, I cannot get over how good the shade match is. I'm a little hopeful to see how this wears because this one, like I said, I wasn't a big fan of. Right off the bat, I feel like if you watch my video, it's mostly kind of negative. But this one, at first, it felt a little heavy, but right now my skin is looking really good. I don't know if it's a combination of all the products, but we're gonna give it a fair shot, do a wear test. I'm gonna come in within a few hours and show you how it looks. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I forgot to show you guys the time. It is 2:58 at the moment. I'm gonna try and wear it between like 6 to 8 hours and see how it holds up within that time frame. Actually, let me do a close-up right now that I'm holding the camera so you guys can see. So you could see actually that cakiness that's around my nose right now. I'm gonna look past that because I'm actually loving how my skin looks overall. It was bunching up right around here. I think it's mainly on this side. I don't know if it was what I did, but I feel like it doesn't build up as nicely because of that. So I'm not hating it because I usually just do one layer of foundation as it is. I just wanted to see how it built up, but hopefully it doesn't do that the next time I do wear it with just one layer. I feel like that'll be enough. And I feel like the concealer would even look a little bit better with just one layer. But if you guys do tend to layer and do multiple layers of foundation to build up the coverage, then this might not be your foundation just because I feel like it doesn't build up as nicely. Hey guys, so it's been about 3.5 hours since I put the foundation on, and I must say, I love it. I feel like it looks a little bit shiny, but I don't think it looks overly oily or anything like that. I'm actually out in a bathroom right now. We went out for some drinks. I think it looks really good. Like I said, I feel like I do look a little bit dewy, but it looks really good. I still feel like the foundation is holding up really nicely and I don't look a total mess. So far so good. So it has been exactly 6 hours since I first put the foundation on. I am loving this foundation. I thought that I wasn't gonna like it at first because it felt kind of like drying. It was more on the drier side. It has worn very nicely. I haven't touched up one bit and I feel like I don't look very shiny at all. It's at a 6 hour mark. If I were to blot and then set my makeup again, I think you can take it up to 2 more hours and that'll give you a full day, at least in my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and blot my face a little bit and then I'm gonna set it with a powder and I'm gonna see how it feels. I usually blot with like a paper towel, but I don't have one around here, so I'm just using a cotton ball. What I notice, it's honestly just my nose. I feel like there's not much going on my forehead. Usually my forehead tends to get oily as well, but I don't really even see anything on my forehead. I think it's mainly just my nose. The cotton ball did pick up some of the foundation. And I'm gonna set my face with the same powder that we set earlier on. This is the NYX No Filter powder in the color Medium Olive. And I'm just gonna go ahead and remove some of that shine off my nose. I think we are good to go for a little bit longer. Obviously, this is the end of the night for me because I am super tired. We did go out for a couple of drinks after I applied the foundation. We came back, I actually took a nap and I just woke up and realized I needed to film before I go to bed. So this is my final check-in. I did one check-in when we were out and it looked really, really good. My boyfriend said that my makeup looked youthful. I told him like, oh cool, because I'm doing a review on a foundation that's actually called Freshwear and you think it looks youthful, so that was nice. But I love this foundation. I'm actually excited now to try the concealer. Like I said, I'm gonna hope and wait to see if they carry it at the store and find my shade. But for now, this combo right here is really, really good. And I know at first I said that I didn't like how it collected around my nose. It actually did not become a problem after that. I feel like it stayed the same. It occurred really fast, faster than my usual foundations, but it didn't get worse. It just stayed the same. And it honestly isn't that noticeable because I have a big nose, so you can't really see a lot unless I do that. Then you can really tell. But I don't know, I really love this foundation. If you want a little bit more covered, like if I want to cover these pieces right here, I would actually just do what I did in my previous video and just add a little bit more concealer instead of doing another layer, because like I said, I feel like this foundation does not build up nicely as they do say. But I don't like adding too many layers on my face of foundation. If the foundation blurs out my imperfections and that completely covers them, I'm completely okay with that because that makes it still look like real skin. So all in all, love this foundation. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope it helps in your decision of actually buying it or not. Let me know if you guys are intrigued and want to actually try it out. But in my opinion, I think it's a really good foundation. So if you guys do end up picking it up, let me know how you guys like it. So yeah, everything that I used in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and link just in case if you guys wanna try all these products and this combo that I tried. Sometimes I feel like the products that we use in conjunction, sometimes they help each other. So it might just be that the NYX powder helped the foundation, you know, and so and so. So I'm gonna link all of those products in the description box below. And that is it for now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.